some reason I keep pressing enter. No need for that. My wireless keyboard is a bit messed up at the moment, so at some point it's just flying around. Never mind. Hmm. Hey Millers, yo, what's up? Hey Justin, what up? Altis.XYZ, it's a live server on the Australian map. So this is basically the map. I'm currently on this small island over here, next to Tasmania. And I'm building a prison that's even stronger than the Supermax prison over there. So, to give you an idea of how big it is. So this is like a very small island next to another small island next to Australia. And we got Melbourne over here, Sydney over there. Next version, the Opera building, is going to be right over here. It's going to be released somewhere in the near future. I got my view settings all the way up to 12K, I think. Yeah. Let's see. There is already a Supermax prison over here. As you can see, it's pretty hard to break into this one already. But I want one which is even harder. Yo Clyde, what's up man? Welcome back to the channel. Long time no see man. Where do you play now that Revo is down for the moment? Oh, you might be. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'd love to see you there, man. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, okay. Fix this one. Oh, that looks a bit messed up. Stardew Valley. Don't think I've heard of that one. I can show you what I've been working on in the meanwhile. Let's see. So we got our own Australia live server. Only instead of police we have an army. We got a special faction for the rebels. Alrighty. That should be right back. Harvest Moon? Not sure. It's like moon building, like base building on the moon or something. Or is it more like June, where you have to harvest planets? No, I do what I want. Sorry, bro. I'm gonna stop smoking on stream the day Aussie stops smoking on stream. Or the day Tim X stops vaping. Right, so... Let's see, do we have a video? Yeah, we do. Okay. So basically the civilian slots aren't whitelisted yet. We're going to do this in the near future. So for now you can just hop on as a civilian. Blue 4, Op 4 and Independent are whitelisted. So Blue 4 is the army, Op 4 are the rebels, and Independent are the medics. We have to add some more slots over here. Same for Op 4, by the way. These only go to major, but we still need more people for the army and for the rebels anyway. So when you start as a civilian, you can only start in Tasmania, so that will be your only spawn point. And you have to make some money over there first to buy an Australian passport, and as soon as you have that, you can you get extra spawn points. You get 5 extra spawn points in Australia. Pixel art. No, I don't play too many games, to be honest. I've played a lot of games since the early 90s probably, but over the last few years have been pretty boring, I think, when it comes to games. I've been playing Arma for the most part. Did play some City XL. Used to play Colonization a lot, but that's a really old school game. SimCity, The Sims, Tropico, you know, I like simulation. Truck simulator. That's why I like Arma, especially Arma Life. It's like Grand Theft Auto 5 combined with, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto 5 combined with The Sims on steroids. Every time, holy crap. No, I'm not sure that's a good idea, but at this rate it's doable, but I'm not sure how long I can keep up with that. If I do get more followers, donations, that sort of stuff, of course. Okay, so normally as a civilian, when you start first time, you only get to this spawn point over here, Tasmania. So let's just spawn over there. As you can see right now you spawn with the long range radio. So that's just for now. Yeah, exactly, it's GTA 5 with a roleplay element and maps that are huge, and I mean Altis is already bigger than GTA 5 map. And if you take this map, it's even bigger. So I'll explain what this is in a minute, but as you can see there are already a lot of cities with shops and everything. There are a lot of ways to make money, both legally and illegal. The best way to make money is probably cocaine. So the cocaine field is over there. Cocaine processor is in Adelaide. Then you have to sell it in Sydney at a drug dealer over here. So when you start over here in Tasmania, you first have to go buy a car, get a pickaxe, do some copper mining, make some money for the Australian passport. You probably have to do 3, maybe 4 runs. So it's probably best to buy an off-road, get a driver's license first, then buy an off-road, get a pickaxe, go to the copper mine, copper processing, copper trader. Once you've done that a couple of times, you should be able to go to the license shop and buy your Australian passport. And once you have that, you can go over here, buy a boat, and go to Australia by boat. You can of course already do that before you have the passport, but if the army finds you and finds out that you don't have a passport, there is a chance you will be deported back to Tasmania. So the thing I was just building is prison over here. So it has to be sort of like an Australian Gitmo, an Australian Guantanamo. But I want to give it a bit more of a friendly edge though. Thing is, we already have Supermax over here. But I wanted the prison especially for terrorists, serial killers, that sort of stuff. So I'm going to put that on this island with a lot of mines around it and everything. So it's going to be impossible to penetrate it. You can only access it by helicopter. So let's see, what else can we show? If you have any questions about this, just let me know. Yeah, let's just teleport over to Sydney over here. As you can see, this is we normally go into Sydney. You might recognize this road right over here in the corner. And then we got a big army base, which is the HQ. So this is the first entrance. There's another one over there. And if you enter, you will also have to get through this one. Because this is actually where you have to sell your drugs. Just go inside the big white dome. And you got my desk over there. With all the suitcases with money. Still have some counting to do. And this is my son, Donnie De Silva. You can simply sell your drugs to him. I can question him, but it doesn't work, by the way, but still. Well, we will have lawyers and judges, but the idea is that you are selling the drugs at the Army HQ because it's a rogue island. So everything is a bit corrupt over here, but we can still have lawyers and we can still have a judicial system, but it will probably be different than on any other island. Thing with military is that we will have martial law, that sort of stuff. If the rebels attack a city, we will have an air raid siren, etc. Might be curfew at some point. Speakers all over the city. By the way, we could make a trigger that if a rebel approaches Sydney, that the air raid siren goes off automatically. No, we could do that. Then we got this is on the east side of the island. This is where the HQ of the army is in Sydney. Then I'm going to build another outpost over there in Melbourne and another one here in Adelaide. And the rebels got their own part of the island with the rebel HQ over here in Darwin. Then they have another outpost over here in the middle of the desert. And there's one over here on the west side of Perth. Let's show you the HQ. Give you an idea what it looks like. Whoops. Bit further back. There we go. So here we get the rebel HQ. It's we only get some trees on this side, so it's pretty hard to approach without being seen, especially with all the big lights over there. The spotlights will definitely give you away. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that only the army can trigger it and that they have to do it manually. That would be more realistic than when it happens automatically. I agree. So this is where, for example, Justin normally spawns. Or this is one of the spawn points where you can go. Then there's the rebel outpost here in the desert. And there's the other one in Perth. So, to get to what you're seeing on the middle of the map, first of all, if you see a blue zone, so for example over here at the rebel outpost, the same thing at the army HQ and army outposts, and over here, this is a DMZ. If you approach a blue zone, always put your gun down, holster your weapon, or put it in your backpack. because we got two 20-kilometer walls over here. So if we go to checkpoint Alpha, for example, if you look at that wall, it runs all the way from north to south, and that's just an army side of the DMZ. There's another one on the other side where you have the rebel checkpoints. Air radar. So as you can see, you're leaving the side of the island that's being supported by the Americans. And we get some signs over here saying unexploded ammunition, risk area, do not leave form paths or tracks. And that's actually true. If you go into this field, you'll probably get blown up because there's a lot of mines over there. So there are a few vulnerabilities in the wall, but if you get over it or under it and then get to the other side, you still have to find a vulnerability over there. Run into the minefield? Oh yeah, sure, why not? The first 1 or maybe even 200 meters there's like no mines at all. You have to run for a bit, you know, from this side of the checkpoint to get blown up. No, there's actually a truce. It's a bit like North and South Korea. Everybody's threatening each other, but it's more about RP than about war. So we're not constantly fighting each other. We're each protecting our own side of the island, and we will have events where... how far away are we from the road? Yeah, it should start somewhere over here. So there's not constant fighting all the time. Let's see, can we see them? Should blow up somewhere over here. Hello? Mines? Hello? Even though you know you're gonna blow up and it doesn't matter, you're still afraid because you're gonna get blown up. Hello? Well, this should be harder. I should definitely add more mines over here. La 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 la, let's get to the wall. I knew that there weren't that many mines near the checkpoint, but it shouldn't be this easy. Do you guys see him? So funny, when you try and step on a mine, it takes like way too long. Might be something wrong here. The army can actually buy mine detectors, so we are able to trace them, to find them. Yeah, you did a pretty good job so far. Hey, what's that? Oh, it's just flour, right? Boom. There should be mines over here. Ah, there's one over there, I think. Is it not? It looks like something like anti-personnel. Yep. Right, let's get blown up. Can we shoot it? Nope. Okay, then we'll just do it like this. So anyway, there should be more of those. So the only way for rebels and soldiers to the only way to make money is to help civilians, protect them, get a little bribe from them. So if you want to enter the rebel territory, they will probably ask you for some protection money, form of tax, and the same thing might happen if you enter the army's territory. There are sea mines over there. This should be right. Is that this part? Yeah. Oh wait, they're over there. Yeah, they are.
There is a mine here.
Oh, there's a mine.
There is a mine here.
See what happens when you swim into one. La 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 la. Boom.
Spotted a mine.
Okay. So that doesn't do much. Good to know. And there are 4 checkpoints. So from north to south, you got Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. The distance between Alpha and Bravo, for example, is already like 5 or 6 kilometers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 even. See, we got checkpoint Bravo over here. Normally these checkpoints will be guarded. As you can see here, we're leaving the rebel territory, supported by the Russians and Chinese, Soviets, looking at the flag. At night, when you approach one of these checkpoints, you should see them pretty clearly because of the blinking lights. Rebels also have air radar. Oh, they even got a bush in their medical tent. 2, 3. Okay, we should move this a little. This is also interesting to say the least. And the rebels have perfected floating radar technology, as you can see. You gotta go have a gun up, be in first person if you wanna enjoy that tower over there. So those are the checkpoints, the walls, the rebel outposts, military bases, Tasmania with the concept of the Australian passport that you have to buy first. Yeah, there's a ton of way to make money. So you can do legal stuff, illegal stuff, whatever tickles your itch. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Oh yeah, we got TeamSpeak, TFR, and Arma repo set up now, so. You can already rob players, but you can't rob shops. But it's a feature I'm going to add really soon. First thing I want to add is more vehicles, more weapons, gear, that sort of stuff. Because right now we have everything that's in Arma itself. So that's the first thing I want to do, but I had to have an Arma repo for that first. So I fixed that a couple of days ago, together with Task Force Radio. Then I tried to implement ACE3 for the medical system, but it took me like 12 hours and I still couldn't get it fixed. So I decided to go to the next thing on my to-do list, which are the guns and the clothing, vehicles, etc. We got a forward operating base over here with the Federal Reserve, so it's pretty close to the rebel territory. Right over there. As you can see, it's right next to the DMZ. It's inside this dome. You need to have at least 5 soldiers online to be able to rob this. And it's a floating box at the moment, so I still have to put some stuff around it. But you can already buy the charges and everything at the shop, and the bolt cutters for the doors. Yeah, and I'm also going to add more shops to, or like any shops at all to Brisbane, because it's pretty empty at the moment, so you don't really have an incentive to go over there. The thing with this is, with the whole idea behind it, is to make sure that people have an incentive to move all over the map. So I'm probably gonna shuffle around some more stuff. We'll just have to find out where to put what, but for now this this is first setup. I thought about most things, so you always have to travel a bit of a distance across the map before you make some money. But if you do make money, you make good money. So doing cocaine is most profitable. So once you have the Australian passport, you get spawn point, also a spawn point in Perth. So from there you can just take a car from the garage, go to the cocaine field, drive through checkpoint Alpha to the cocaine processor over here in Adelaide. Then once you have it processed, you can drive to Sydney and sell it over there at the drug dealer. That's the most profitable way to make money at the moment. I think that if you take an off-road, we can actually try to see how much it makes. I'm a civilian at the moment anyway. Could just teleport around real quick. So we're gonna need a backpack. You can buy clothing at the Timmy Vilhigger. If you're friendly to the rebels, it doesn't automatically make you an enemy to the army, because you can also be neutral and be friendly to both of them. But if you actually support the rebels, then you can become an enemy of the army, and the other way around too. So civilians can't buy guns from they can buy stolen guns from gun stores, which are pretty expensive. So what you can do is just go to the rebels and buy weapons directly off of them. This menu is a bit screwed up because of my resolution at the moment. That's good. Oh, I don't have enough money. Well, luckily as an admin you always got an ATM on you. That should be enough for now. There we go. People wouldn't recognize me without my glasses and my hat. Right, what else do we need? We need a car. So let's say we would take an off-road. There's a pretty decent inventory. It's a bit slow though, but just to see how much money you would make if you take an off-road, fill it with cocaine. Should make like at least 100 grand, maybe even more. Yeah, it's the hat, exactly. Alright, so let's get an off-road. Then we'll just teleport over to the cocaine field. Somewhere over there. And by the way, if you wanna use earplugs, it's a shift end. You can set it on 90% mute, 60, 30 and take them out again. So I've first fixed those little things, you know, that really make it more enjoyable to play. So now that we got all the basics working, we can start adding more stuff, more add-ons, etc. More scripts, so more functions. There's already a roadmap on the website, so if you go to Altis.XYZ, then you will find a changelog and a roadmap under the development section. And there's already a lot of stuff on it at the moment, but if you have any suggestions, you can also add them on the forum. Yeah, exactly. The red zones are open PvP, so it's basically RDM is allowed in the red zones. They have a diameter of about approximately 200 meters, so you still have to sneak up pretty closely to somebody if you just want to shoot them. But it does make it more exciting, you know, and a bit more risky. And weed is legal, so weed doesn't have a red zone around it. There's also a red zone around the cocaine processor, and the same thing goes for heroin field and the heroin processor. So you get field over here, and then in Alice Springs you got a processor. So we got a heroin processor here next to the weed processing, which is legal. So that's why there's no red zone around that. Alright, let's fill up this backpack, fill up the car, see how much money we make if we do some cocaine. I think we should at least make 100k. It's probably gonna be like 200 or 300. Imagine if you take a truck. And there's a Easter egg, by the way. If you look at the map where you see Oz Island, if you zoom in really close, you will see something appear over here. That's the aircraft carrier, and there's a rebel shop, so for rebels only, for the Op4 faction, and there's also a gun store over there, and you can only access it by helicopter. So if you're in the water around it, you can't get aboard, so you actually have to bring a helicopter. So it's a great place to bring hostages, for example. So you start with 50k on Tasmania, and then you have to make an additional 200k for the Australian passport. Alright man, take it easy, thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm just curious now to see how much money I'm gonna make with an off-road full of coke. Yeah, hopefully see you at 21st, man. It's always good seeing you. It's always good to meet people who are good at RP and don't just go around and rob hobos and kill everybody. Clyde is one of those. He's a good guy, you know. Used to play with him on a Revo as a lawyer. We got our own lawyer's firm over there. Sharks Incorporated. So much blood over there, man. You can smell the blood everywhere. Okay, so it's already filled up now. Same for my backpack. So let's just teleport over to the processor. I'm not even sure if I already have my cocaine processing license. Oh, I do. Because I started over not too long ago as a civilian, so I took the same route as every other civilian has to do, and you know, took like 3-4 runs on copper to buy the Australian passport. Then I took a boat over to Melbourne. Everything worked perfectly, and everything else on the map has been tested so far. Everything works except at the moment for hunting, fishing and turtle poaching. But they normally don't make that much money anyway, so. But all the other stuff on the map works. Right, 3 more cocaine after this one. Then we'll just teleport over to the dealer, see how much we made. I always try and put as much in the vehicle as I can, because if you die inside the vehicle, you don't want to have it on you. Or the least amount possible. So I was building a prison, but then Clyde hopped in and he asked me around about Altis.XYZ. That's why I hopped in the game. I'm just gonna finish this processing. I think I'm gonna continue working on the prison tomorrow. Alright, let's teleport over to the dealer. That's in Sydney, in the Army HQ. So the dealer is over here, my desk is over there, so somewhere over here. Alright, let's see. How much do we make on 6 of those? 62k. Alright, that's not too bad. Gonna make a shitload of money. $270. We made, holy crap, 478k. Okay, that's maybe a bit much, you know, for an off-road. But on the other end, if you would fill an off-road to the brink with cocaine, you would definitely make a lot of money, so, in real life. So yeah, that's how you can make money, pretty easily. Hey, Screepollinger. All the monies, yeah man. 400, how much was it again? Almost 480k. Lots of monies. Have you had a chance already to jump on the server? I haven't been on too much today. Why? Ah, there we go. Let's see. There's only one stolen rifle at the moment in the gun store. I'm going to add several more. And in the gun store, they're like double the price of what the rebels would pay for it at stock price. So it's much cheaper to buy these weapons directly off the rebels. But I can buy one of these now. Buy a couple of mags. An RCO preferably. So there we go. Hobo with a machine gun. Professional coke dealer. You only get bits and bits? I'm not sure what you mean. I once landed a plane over here, by the way. It was a small one. A Texan, I believe. I approached from that side, then I flew over the bridge, I landed there, and I had to go all the way into this field over here. I got to a full halt just before I hit that wall over there. Right guys, I'm really tired and it's already 4:40 in the morning over here, so I'm gonna catch some sleep. I only got a couple of hours sleep left, so I'll be hanging around a little bit in the chat for a few more minutes, so if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the chat. Always make sure to sync. There we go. Alright, that's it. Thanks for joining again, and hope to see you guys next time.